I love football. I cannot get enough of football. I watch it on every level.
The emotional release. You know, whether it's an exciting play that gets you all jacked up and juiced, or whether it's the fact that you're able to pour everything you have. Whatever frustration you had that week, you can put into that first kickoff coverage, that first block that you have, whatever it might be.
And I couldn't think of anything better to do to fill that void that you have as a football player than to get into coaching.
You get a chance to release a lot of emotion that you otherwise have no place to release. There's nothing else like that.
Again, the relationships you build and the people you're around, and watching the guys compete, not just on the football field, but in life after they get done playing. It's just an amazing game.
And don't forget to check out and order your copy of our latest book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. You can find this available in both paperback and PDF form on our website at footballgameplan.com/books. Obviously, the biggest concern for Washington is RG3's health, and if the 4-year vet is healthy for a full 16-game season, the Redskins will battle for a playoff berth. There isn't anything wrong with his talent, it's the availability. Griffin has the accuracy, intelligence, and situational awareness to get Washington where they want to be. It's not about whether or not he can or can't be a pocket passer, as it should be about calling plays that doesn't constantly put him on the move and allow his athleticism to show itself once the play breaks down. The Redskins do have two capable backups in Colt McCoy and Kirk Cousins, both of whom are able to handle a 2 to 3 game stretch if need be. Alfred Morris is as dependable as they come, and although his carries have decreased each year, he's still able to cross a 1,000-yard plateau. He would also benefit from a healthy RG3. Now, the task is to find a dependable number 2, and even though opportunities may be limited, you still want someone capable of holding their own in extended duty. Right now, out of Silas Red, rookie Matt Jones, and Chris Thompson, I actually like undrafted rookie free agent Trey Williams out of Texas A&M the best. Williams has the explosiveness and the game-breaking ability that will be the perfect complement to Morris. Red and Jones, in my opinion, are similar players, and while Thompson has some quicks, he isn't the runner that Williams is. Now, granted, they probably won't be many touches behind Morris, who hasn't missed a game in his career, which is all the more reason why you want someone that can maximize minimal attempts. Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon are an excellent 1-2 combo, and Jackson enjoyed a fine first season in Washington, leading the team in receiving and averaging 20.9 yards a catch. The Redskins would really like the number 3 to emerge and help open up this offense. Andre Roberts was supposed to be that guy, but look for second-year player Ryan Grant to step up in that role. Grant is an excellent route runner with very good hands. And the Skins also selected Jamison Crowder out of Duke in the 4th round, who is a prolific receiver for the Blue Devils. His quickness alone warrants time on the field, and we'll see how he'll factor in the mix. The Redskins are solid at tight end with Jordan Reed and Niles Paul, and Paul was the 3rd leading receiver on the team. Reed wasn't too far behind, and if he stays healthy, Washington could cause a lot of problems in the middle of the field. Logan Paulson is their dependable blocking tight end that does a great job, obviously, in a run game. This is an area where the Redskins had to get better, and I like what they've done to accomplish that. The Skins drafted Brandon Scherf in round 1 and Ari Kawanjo in the 4th round. Scherf can start at either guard or tackle, but will more than likely start at right tackle, and Kawanjo I'm a big fan of. He'll compete with last year's 3rd round pick Spencer Long, who I like as well, for the starting right guard spot, or could even start at left guard over Sean Laval. And one of the most underrated signings in free agency was Tyler Lawson at center. I graded Lawson out as a 1st-round talent last year, and I think he's a starter in waiting. And if it were me, he'd start at center and move Corey Lichtensteiger to guard. Left tackle Trent Williams is one of the best in the business on both ends of offense, and hopefully last year's 3rd-round pick Morgan Moses is healthy enough to contribute this year, as he played a lot as a rookie. I feel as though this offensive line is in a lot better shape heading into 2015. The Redskins got better along the defensive line, signing both Terrence Knighton and Stephen Paya instantly upgrades their front. Both guys are able to secure gaps and get pressure at the same time. Veteran defensive lineman Jason Hatcher would definitely appreciate the help. The ageless Hatcher is still highly effective at age 33. Ricky Jean-Francois and Frank Kurse provide quality depth at end, while Chris Baker and free agent signing Jarrell Poe provide the same at the nose tackle spot. Keep an eye on undrafted free agent Corey Crawford out of Clemson. Crawford has good all-around game and brings some versatility up front. I believe the Redskins are strong at linebacker, and on the outside, Ryan Kerrigan is one of the best in the league and is constantly in on game-changing plays. The goal was to find someone opposite of him with the departure of Brian Orakpo. They didn't have to look far because Trent Murphy, I thought, played some good ball last season, showing a lot of what we saw from him at Stanford. He'll have to fight off second-round pick Preston Smith from Mississippi State. I think Smith is really good versus the run. He dropped 15 pounds to be a little bit more effective getting after the quarterback. Jackson Jeffcoat and Trevardo Williams both provide depth and play well in limited action last season. At inside backer, the Redskins have two solid starters in Perry Riley and Keenan Robinson, both combined for over 190 tackles last year. And in the 5th round of the draft, they selected linebacker Martrell Spate out of Arkansas to provide depth along with veteran Will Compton. But in my opinion, there are 3 really good undrafted free agents that are capable of doing just that. Terrence Plummer out of Central Florida, Dyshawn Davis out of Syracuse, and Houston Bates from Louisiana Tech. Plummer is in the mold of Riley. Davis plays with tremendous speed and range, and Bates can play inside or out and possesses the ability to get to the quarterback. The Redskins, I feel, have a pretty competent secondary, and consistency is the name of the game here. Adding Chris Culliver, Deshaun Golson, and Jerron Johnson definitely helps bolster this group, and getting back healthy D'Angelo Hall and Duke Iheanacho does as well. When you look for the key ingredient that could tip the scale for the better for Washington, will be the growth and consistency of their younger players. Guys like second-year cornerback Bashad Breeland, who played well as a rookie, third-year corner David Amerson, safety Phillip Thomas, both have ball skills but must raise the level of consistency to their game. I really like rookie 6th-round pick Keshawn Jarrett out of Virginia Tech, who's a combo safety that plays well in the slot or in the alley. So health permitting, you should see a much improved group here for Washington. Washington made an attempt to strengthen its coverage units with the drafting of wide receiver Evan Spencer out of Ohio State and cornerback Tevin Mitchell out of Arkansas. Now, the coverage units were better last year, but they still have room to grow. The kicking and punting units are in good hands with Kai Forbath, the kicker, and punter Tress Way. Now, the return game is in the hands of Andre Roberts, who's looking to get back to his explosive ways. I have the Redskins finishing 3rd in the division. I think this team is better than people are giving them credit for, and if they get RG3 for 16 games, they could find themselves in the thick of the playoff race. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Redskin fan forums for always showing football game plan support.